In this video, we're going to be using PAA clown fruit and the PAA Starling stainless steel prototype. Stay tuned. Hey there folks, and welcome back for another video. I'm your host CDB, and thanks so much for joining me today. I really appreciate it. We have a good one for you today. Before we get into the video, a word from our sponsor, Leaf. This video is brought to you in part by our sponsor, Leaf, and I'll pop up a picture of the leaf and the twig right there. I love both of those razors personally, as you know. If you'd like 5% off your order at Leaf, use discount code IAMCDB right there and save yourself some money while shopping with the good folks at Leaf. And now, back to the video. And all right, we are back and ready to go. So today we're going to be using PAA Clown Fruit, which is a fun soap. I love that label, don't you? That's very, very cool. The scent on this I really like. It smells to me, the most relatable thing that I think it smells like is root beer. No, it doesn't smell exactly like root beer, but to my nose it has a root beer sort of vibe. I'll put the notes for you right there. Really, really nice soap. Let's smell it. Oh man, it's unusual. It's an unusual scent, and we always have fun when clown fruit comes out. People look forward to it. This is a vegan soap. I'll put the ingredients for you right there. I had no problems whatsoever lathering it. I'll pop up a lather shot for you right there. As you can see, it's really creamy. PAA generally is a very easy soap to lather. I've never had any problem ever lathering PAA or building volume with it. It's quite an easy soap to lather. I have here the CK6 formula, and that comes to you for $24.95 for 5 ounces, and on a cost chart there, that is $4.99 an ounce, which is a fair price. And boy, we're looking forward to using this again today. And it recently released again. I'll have the link below. It is an affiliate link, so if you use it, it helps the channel. Thank you if you do. Okay, also today, we are using for the first time the PAA Starling stainless steel prototype. This is a prototype. This may or may not be the production version, and this is a gem style razor. So if you're familiar with PAA, they have the Starling in aluminum, and this one is the stainless steel version. And I'll tell you right now, if you like heavy razors, you may very well like this one because it is quite heavy. On my scale, it was like 4.7 ounces, which is, it's heavy. And there is a look at it if you're curious. And it's got the flare tip handle, and which you can change the bottom pieces to different colors. And it uses a gem style blade. Let's go ahead and show you that real quick. We'll take a moment just to show you the blade in there. There's a look at the blade. It looks like a paint scraper blade. It is not a paint scraper blade, so folks, don't use a paint scraper blade. As you can see, I have markings on that there because this blade's been used before. But let's reassemble the razor here. And there's 2 little nubs in there, and you just lay that blade in there, and it secures nicely, and just screw it back together. Very easy to assemble. Nothing tricky about loading the blade on this particular razor, and we look forward to using it. Actually, I said it's the first time I've used it. I have used it on the dome, but now we're going to use it for the first time on the face. It is heavy though, so I'll tell you right now, if this is the production version and you're averse to heavy razors, you might have to reduce the weight via a different handle or something like that, because it's a heavy devil. All right, sorry about that, knocking the camera around, being unprofessional. You know how we do. All right, let's get into it. I'm going to start by misting the face here, and before I get too far along, I'm almost forgetting again. I want to mention Kirk Evans. He is our latest Patreon supporter, but also he's been in the game a long time. He's one of the Evans brothers who they produce colonial razors. And his channel is called The Cutthroat Journey. Go check him out. Give him a sub. He's a super nice guy, and he'll be giving updates on what colonial razors are doing on that channel. So if you're familiar with colonial razors, you want to learn more about what's coming up, and he says there are some things coming up, check Kirk out. Kirk, excuse me. He's a great guy. Kirk and Kyle are identical twins. I remember years ago, maybe 7, 8 years ago, we used to call them the Wonder Twins, back from the Super Friends from the 70s. Remember that cartoon? Those of you who are old enough to remember it. The Wonder Twins is what we used to call them. They're nice guys. I've always enjoyed Kyle and Kirk. And Kirk just recently started up a YouTube channel, which is awesome. He is a super nice guy. All right. And by the way, if you're not familiar, colonial razors, the razor they're most famous for is the General. So if you've seen the General, then that's who I'm talking about. All right. Nice creamy lather here. Easy mode PAA for me. Now I did see Sig Solo a few weeks ago. I watched one of his videos, and he had all matters of trouble lathering CK6. I don't have any explanation for that. Sometimes depending on your condition and maybe the way you lather, conditions, water, I don't know, but PAA is generally regarded as an easy to lather soap. So I don't know what happened there, but I hope that gets better, Sig, for you. Because PAA, most people say, is quite easy to lather. As you can see here today, I'm not having any problems. Never have, really, with PAA soaps. They generate volume quite easily, and they lather well. Or at least they always have for me. I certainly can't tell you how it's going to lather for you, but based on the way I do things, it works extremely easy. All right, let's get into the shave today and feel how this rascal here, this Starling, works on the face. Let's see what it feels like here. Feels nice. Very nice. Again, this is a heavy razor. So that's the thing that sticks out the most, or the most notable feature of this is, the weight. You can really feel it. It's kind of got a large, head on it too. But shaving wise, shaves well. And I believe Douglas told me he's tweaked this razor just a little bit from the aluminum Starling. I don't know what changes he's made on it, but he has tweaked it some. Very nice. No problems with it thus far, but this really is one of those razors where you're not going to have to use a lot of pressure because there is some weight to it. So no problem there. Very nice, and it does use the blade that I have in here. I believe it's one of the Gem PTFE coated blades. And it's feeling quite nice so far. So no complaints. Shaving nice and smooth, which is what you want. No roughness. What I don't see on this razor, on the original Starling, I thought he had some nubs right here that you could feel. I don't see any nubs on this one. So maybe the blade loads a little differently. I think it does. And I like that. Because what happened on the old one was if you didn't have this razor flat on your face, you could feel those little nubs. And so that's an improvement, I believe. And like I said, you can really feel the weight of this razor. But shaving, well, there was a bloop. I don't know where that went. It's on my shirt most likely. No worries, but the first pass, that was quite nice. Quite nice. Just resist the temptation to use a lot of pressure with this razor because it's, at least on the down pass, the weight is there. So it's sort of, you don't need to do too much to hold it on the face because that weight alone is sort of keeping it there, at least on the down pass anyhow. Let's re-lather. Love the scent of this soap. And we had a lot of fun with this soap last year. This year I've just been too busy. I just returned from my mother's, as you know, trying to help her out, going through chemotherapy and all. And I just didn't have time to get involved with the clown fruit sort of thing. And so what they do is on social media, they post a bunch of pictures of clowns and they summon, eventually it results in the release of clown fruit, let's put it that way. And Junior Gonzalez, the dude of shaving, basically isn't in the hobby anymore. So he was a lot of fun last year and he wasn't here to really do anything with clown fruit. So it wasn't as fun this year, but it's just because many of us were busy and not really able to participate. But a lot of people did have fun with it. So those of you who did, awesome. Oh man, very nice. Very nice. Again, I find this super easy to lather. So I'm not sure. Rarely have I seen anyone say they had trouble lathering PAA. So that's interesting. And I hope Sig is able to work that out and dial it in because it's unusual. When I saw that, I was like, wow, I never heard that one before. But those kind of things can happen, folks. You just never know based on someone's conditions, their water, their environment. It could be a little different. I know we have one viewer where he, in his conditions, the Starling soap, he said it crystallizes and he has a hard time with it. And I'd never heard that either. So, you just never know. So what I try to do is just say, hey, for me, it lathers really easily. And I think it's fair to say that PAA soaps generally lather on the easy side. But, you may find that you have to work at it a little bit. I mean, only you know what's happening in your shaving experience. So I'm not going to deny your experience, that's for sure. Very nice. Again, a lot of weight to this razor. But it's shaving well. I would say for me, this is just feedback for Douglas. For me, I wish this razor was a little bit lighter. Because it's a little heavy for my taste. But I would also say, I'm just going to re-lather and do a cross pass real quick while I'm here, just so I don't have a video that's too long. But otherwise, nice shaver. It's definitely cutting well. I think Douglas has removed those nubs, which I think is an improvement also. So overall, I'd say pretty good shaver. But make no mistake about it, this prototype that I have is heavy. It's a little heavy for my taste. It's heavier than I would like it to be. But, it's kind of hard to make a razor that has this head style and it not be heavy. In stainless steel, anyway. So that's one of the big changes from going from aluminum to stainless steel. With the same, form factor. Basically, anyway, the same form factor, but overall, not bad. Definitely shaving well, so I don't have any complaints on the shave. There's no roughness or anything like that. So we really don't have any negative feedback, or not negative, but just mean it's shaving perfectly well. Let's put it that way. We'll re-lather and just do a cross real quick here. Just a little bit of lather is all we need. And I tell you what, I have enjoyed trying this out today on the face. The first run was good, but I do think for me, just a little heavy. It feels a little cumbersome. But otherwise, good shaver. It hasn't been rough at all. I like the way it shaves. Let's put it that way. That's really the main thing with the razor is how does it shave? Or more importantly, how does it allow you to shave? It's a more accurate way of putting it. From that perspective, it's been quite good. So there it is, using the Starling stainless steel prototype. Very nice. Okay. Let me rinse and then we'll come back and get into the post. Stay tuned. And all right, we are back, and off cam we did a warm water rinse to remove the soap, and then we applied our PAA alum. No stinging there, so that was a super smooth shave. No nicks, cuts, creepers, squeepers, irritation, bubbles, or troubles. And of course, that's the way we like to do it every day here when we can. Following the alum, we did a cool water rinse, and then we toweled off with our Lancaster towel prior to applying the Magic made by Witches, Thayer's Witch Hazel Cucumber. Excellent shave today with PAA Clown Fruit. I really like this soap. It is available for a limited time, so if you'd like to pick it up, do so now. I'll have the links for you below if interested. Love this soap. Absolutely terrific. We used the PAA Starling prototype, and it's not really fair for me to evaluate a prototype too much, but I would say for me, it's a little on the heavy side. I would like to see the weight reduced, but if you like heavy razors, this would be a bonus. It is a beast of a heavy razor, and it does shave well, and I do like the removal of those nubs on the front there. I think that's an improvement. So there's where it is. We'll sort of evaluate this as a prototype and just say that, that's where we'll leave it. Let's put it that way. We used the PAA Starling brush, which I forgot to, no, this is the Solar Flare. The razor is the Starling. This is the Solar Flare. I'm bad at my job. Okay. Anyway, we used the Solar Flare, and it is riding in the Lancaster Razor Works brush soaking mug, and we shall finish it off today with PAA Clown Fruit Splash. And remember, folks, if you're going to buy a set from PAA, buy the bundle because it is cheaper. And I like that this one has the old school restrictor on it. I'm not really crazy about the new restrictors with PAA, honestly, because I think they're too restrictive. And this one, it was always easy. You just put your finger over, hand below, and boom, there you go. No problem. You know, you can get it out pretty quickly, and I kind of like that. But, you know, some people like a little more restrictor, and that is entirely okay. It's a preference thing, so what are you going to do? All right. Awesome shave today. Boy, that smells great. It's wafting in the room. I love that. Thanks so much for watching, folks. We'll be back tomorrow with the Era once again to show you that razor, so I hope you'll join me then. Until next time, I've been your host, CDB, reminding you, it's your shave, do it your way, and as always, God bless.